Hi guys, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys all the little knickknacks and books that I purchased at the MANTECA book festival. It was the first time I've been to an event on my own and it was pretty interesting. I got to meet a lot of authors. That's always a plus. So without further ado, let's get on to my little haul. So first I visited a tent that had some free comics. So I took some of these guys because they were free, and I know that my brother likes comics. I got 2 of these and about 4 of these, and I don't know what to do with the rest. I'll probably just give them away. In the same tent I found this little guy. I'm obsessed with this show. I was asking to see what was in here, but nobody knew, and they said it was $10, so I just said what the heck and bought it so I could see what's in here. And I saw that it was the recipes for some of the burgers that are on the chalkboard in each episode. But then what made it really worthwhile is the fact that there are some art prints on the back of each one, and I about died. Especially because she's in here and I love her. She's my favorite one. So like this one. This was definitely an amazing purchase. I did get a bunch of swag. I also met Yvonne Carter, and it was one of my favorite moments, especially because we just kind of bonded. Her entire tent was this color scheme and it was the most beautiful thing ever. I will be including clips from the book fest at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But I was conversating with her and she only had the novella available at the moment because she's still working on this novel, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's young adult fantasy and some romance. It's about curses and powers, and it just sounds like everything I'd pick up at a bookstore. Also had these stickers available, which I will be putting in packages. I got a lot of these because I do have some pen pals and I like including little knickknacks in them, and she thought it was a cool idea. I'm also obsessed with her business cards. They're so shiny. Now on to the books that I bought. I didn't buy that many this year, but I did manage to snag some, and I'm pretty excited about all of them. So the first book that I bought is Shunned No More by Christina McKnight. We got talking about this book. It is a Regency kind of contemporary. It follows Brock Spencer, who's an earl, and Lady Viola. What I get from reading the synopsis is that they do have a history and it's not a good one, so I'm pretty excited to see how they will mend some fences. It says that Brock has recently returned from his military service and is looking for a bride, so I'm guessing that's where Lady Viola comes in. And Brock sounded pretty amazing to me, so I told her that I was gonna buy this book, and she also told me that if I like this book, that the second book follows Brock's best friend, so if I love Brock, I'm probably gonna love his best friend as well. She signed it, and I told her to just mention Brock in there because I became obsessed with him. She also said that Brock is the most alpha male that she's ever written, so I was sold. And I also got some swag from her. The next books that I bought are a series that follows 2 brothers and a sister, and I'm guessing it follows all of their love lives. It was inspired by the famous monkeys, the See, Speak, Hear No Evil, and they are on the back. So the first one is called I See Love, and the author's name is Annalisa Nicole. This follows River Mason, who was forced to grow up pretty quickly for a child, and he seems really hesitant to find love. And then it also follows Joss Meyer, who apparently owns a business. I always love reading about women that own businesses. It's just something I would like to do in another life. But she does own the chef business with her best friend Nina, and I guess it just follows River and Joss as they meet and something happens along the way. Book 2 follows the sister and it's I Hear Love, and this series is called A Different Road. Last but not least is I Speak Love, which has to be my favorite cover out of all of them. I mean, just look at that guy. Since I bought all 3 of these books, she let me pick a bookmark from a bookmark rack that she had on her table, and I chose this one because I'm planning to give it to my friend Sandra. She's probably watching, she'll know what's gonna be in her next pen pal letter. I decided to take a break, so I wandered around the Barnes & Noble tent and I saw this book that I needed to add to my collection because you'll see why in a second. It's called Great Supernatural Stories. I have ghost stories and horror stories, and now I have supernatural stories. I'm obsessed with this cover. She looks amazing. I mean, just look at that. Can't wait to collect more. After the Barnes & Noble tent, I decided to go to the used book sale. I only found these 3 that I really wanted. The first one is Vaclav Lena by Haley Tanner. I noticed that I'm quite attracted to books that have 2 names on the cover, kind of like Eleanor and Park. I'm obsessed with that book. So this one caught my eye right off the bat, and I guess it follows Vaclav and Lena, who seem like they were destined to be together as children, but I'm guessing some stuff happens and gets in the way of that. One day Lena disappears, and for 7 years Vaclav says goodnight to her without fail. On the eve of Lena's 17th birthday, he finds out what actually happened to her, and it sounds a bit tragic, but it definitely sounds intriguing. Next I got Miss Gazillion by Richard Weber. This book follows Daniel and Celeste. Daniel has been kicked off his yacht by his father and forced to become a landlord. Celeste lives in the apartment that he's the landlord for. I'm guessing Daniel needs help along the way, so that's where Celeste comes in. They embark in a love affair of sorts. The last book that I bought at the used book section was Love in Mid-Air by Kim Wright. And as soon as I read the first few sentences, I knew that I wanted to buy this. It follows Elise, who, after a chance encounter with a stranger on an airplane, she decides to embark on this journey in order to find him. And it's intriguing because she's married, so the fact that she's going after this guy is kind of taboo. And the last books that I bought in the book festival are by Angelique S. Anderson because it's steampunk and it includes dragons. If you know me, you know I'm obsessed with The Alchemists of Loom by Elise Kova, and it's also the same genre. It's steampunk and it involves a twist on dragons. So as soon as I saw that this kind of matched that genre, I said yes, and I was gonna take it home. This is book 1, and it follows Wiley Petford, who suffers some tragedies, and she discovers that she holds a great purpose. The Dracocinum, pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that. It's a device that helps her turn into a dragon, and it's a key to her heritage that will unlock her future and make her leave the love of her life in the past. It sounds pretty intriguing, and she told me that there are some illustrations in the series done by her husband. The back is gorgeous. And then we have The Phoenix Lord, which is book 2, and I'm thinking she's currently working on book 3, and there's the back of that one. And she was also nice enough to include this little dragon bookmark. So that's it for all of the books that I bought this Saturday. Let me know if any of them interested you, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I try to upload as much as I can. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.